Hey Paradoxica, how are you doing? I definitely didn't forget to I definitely didn't forget to make a schedule for the second night in a row. Hey Squiggles, how are you doing? Watch Toy Story 1 through 3. Nice. You'll be back in half an hour-ish after you're done with your shift. Okay. Okay, so we bought Donald a silver sword, right? Yeah, and we named it Ligma. I forgot about that. And that's like a full strength. This is a maximum strength Ligma. Who the hell is Steve Jobs? It's the world's single most effective Ligma joke. One of my favorite stupid ass Ligma jokes that I've heard is I really love stigma as a Ligma joke. Like, I don't know why, it's just I find stigma dick up your ass so funny. Okay, you've got an iron sword. Wait, I'm curious now. Can I forge a glass sword? I can? Oh. Well, that's just shit then. Wait. Oh. Okay, I didn't realize that glass swords were just a silver sword with 3 uses. But they're a E rank instead of A rank. Interesting. I always thought that glass swords were stronger than silver swords. Okay, so we were gonna do Nas Paralog again because we got a game over. Or not a game over, we who died? Yo, hey Mr. Shins. Also, I just realized I forgot to put the PNG up. There we go. Give me a second, I will shut you out. How are you doing? Yeah, how's your stream? What were you streaming? Also, I guess for those of y'all who For those of y'all who don't know me, hi, I'm Maddie. I'm a variety streamer. I play lots of RPGs and lots of visual novels. Ooh, Dragon Quest V. I've heard that the Dragon Quest games are really fun, but I still haven't tried any of them. But, yeah, I play a lot of visual novels and RPGs.
I've been told that I have a really good voice.
Thank you for the hydrate, not. But yeah, we're playing some Fire Emblem Awakening. This is one of my favorite Fire Emblem games, despite the fact that it's a little bit funky in places, but I love this game.
Ooh.
Which one's the Maddie Emblem Awakening? Yeah. I forgot to take out the redeems. I assume that you mean the ones that don't do anything when I'm using the PNG instead of the actual VTuber model. Okay, so Sumia's fine. Yeah, the throwing redeems. We will take you and put you over here. You can make it over there. Cool. Let's not lose a unit. 15. Yeah, get you some sleep. Why do I switch from VTuber model to PNG? I don't have a spot on this overlay that doesn't cover like information, and that's the main reason why, is that like I have my VTuber model that I have been using. I've only been using the VTuber model for like a couple, like a week or so. And I've had this overlay for longer than that. And so it's mostly just an issue of like, I haven't figured out where I want to put it yet on here. Especially because my VTuber model has a big ass hat on it, as is customary. It's a requirement. We witches don't do half measures when it comes to the hat. But yeah, that's the main reason why, is just I haven't figured out a spot and I didn't want to switch to it in the middle of a playthrough. Did I just put myself in range of archers? No. Can't trust a witch with a small brimmed hat. Everybody knows that a witch's power is stored inside of their hat. So I was thinking of making a version of this talk sprite, or of my PNG for this, that's just literally the same thing, but because the thing that I'm using for the PNG makes it so that I can have a muted sprite as well. I'm thinking I might make my muted sprite into just having like ZZZ coming out of it in place of like the talk lines, so that whenever I'm muted, it's just like I'm eepy.
Stay with us.
Honestly, I kind of wonder if it would be like, I kind of wonder if it would be a decent idea to do like, I've done big hat pictures for like other people. I kind of wonder if it would be a good idea to do like commissions with just, it's like a your character here thing, where it's just your character here, big hat. Imposing axe. It's like this SpongeBob episode where the superheroes get their powers from the suits. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, doing like a your character here thing, not, but with big hat. Your character here, but with big hat, so it's factually better.
My steel is yours.
Because I actually do have like a template that I've made of this. Because I had a couple friends that wanted some. And I also did one for Sin as a gift one time. Took you way too long to realize that YCH is short for your character here. Okay, I actually can Naui recruit her own daughter? I genuinely don't know.
It's all right.
Time to tip the scales.
Also, do you mean like... Okay. I genuinely can't tell if this is a me being dumb bit or if if I'm just not understanding what you're saying correctly, Splashy. But with the way that you said that first sentence, it made me think of the anime Your Name, which I also have not seen.
Let's get her done.
Is that what you're talking about, or am I being stupid?
Thank you.
It's very possible that I'm just being stupid. Haven't seen Your Name either. I've heard that it's really good.
Hi. Oh, thank you.
Who, now that I'm thinking about it, who actually did die at the end of last stream? Because, somebody, went down and we had to reset to walk that death back, but who was it? Was it Lissa or was it Sumia? Okay, nah. Join the party. Wow, they give siege tomes in this game really long range. I want to feed a whole bunch of EXP to my dark flyers, because that's like the whole reason we're here right now instead of like significantly later. Check the VOD, it was Lucina. That makes sense.
My steel is yours.
That makes sense, especially because she is currently
My turn.
the weakest non-backpack unit that we're using. As much as I hate to say that. I don't think Stall will be able to do any damage to this die. Yeah, I figured. Makes it so I can poke him with a Dark Flyer, though. The nice thing about the enemies in this map being promoted is that promoted enemies give a lot of EXP.
I'm here. I'm with you. I got you.
The power couple. Lucina, I swear if you get sniped... Man, these Siege Tome guys are really mean. Ow! What does the Imposing Axe do? 14 might? Wow. Cool. Did Lucina die because of the stupid Siege Tomes? Because that sounds very possible. And I hate how possible that sounds because these guys are not being nice to me. I have a 52. Ow. You not, please? Just want to steal your stuff. Donald, take care of this man. What is Donald's luck stat? 34 currently. $34 doubled is 68. 68% chance to not consume any Ligma.
Stay calm.
Really? No critical hit?
My steel is yours. Once more.
Good job, Frederick. Star of the team. He was attacked with a Mire Tome, then a Ruin Tome, and then Arcwind. Nah. Makes sense. The amount that I want to throw... The amount that I want to throw Maddie and Crom in here, but this dude has a silver bow, and I don't trust that I wouldn't get one shot by it. Actually, I can just do this. If I set Lissa there, Lissa should lure the archer over here, and the archer is the scariest one in that room. Ow. Really? You're not attacking me? Weird, but... I mean, okay. Just gonna stick Donnie there. Hopefully draw the Berserker out. I think that's what this class is. Warrior. Would really appreciate it if you would stop. Really?
It's you and me. Focus.
Okay. Get Lucina back to full. Also, what is it with Lucina and getting attacked by the siege weapon bullshit?
Stay with us.
Here's how it's done. Right.
You wanna know something that is really sad? When it, like, I always get sad about it when I remember it. It's always really sad to me that, in Path of Radiance, for some reason, your damage numbers that get displayed will only display the actual amount of damage that you're doing, rather than the amount, like, it doesn't show overkill damage, and it makes me really sad because you can get some absurd damage numbers in that game. Do not separate, please. Thank you, Nah. Wow, that's just really bad positioning. Oh, and this room also opened. Get rid of this dude. He's the danger to half of my team.
Time to tip the scales. Yes.
Probably try to take out this dude. At 26 damage to me is really scary, though. Ooh, you have a crit tome. 16 times 2 is 32. Fire Emblem is my math exercise game.
None shall harm you. Allow me.
Really, Frederick? I guess he is only level 3 Great Knight, but still. Step it up, buddy. You got the weight of Elise on your shoulders.
I'm here. You up for this?
Ow! Please tell me that I properly set Lissa outside of the rest of everyone else's range. Okay, good. Ow. I guess that makes sense, but Jesus, that did a lot of damage. The coward group. They boxed in their archer friend over here so that I couldn't get to him. What is your hit rate against me? 57? Ugh. Okay, what is the Silverbow's might? 13, jeez. So that means tripled for effective damage is 39. 39 plus 24 is 63. Yeah, there's no chance you're surviving that. 63 minus 24 is 39. Okay, so I could theoretically survive one arrow shot from this guy with Cordelia.
To victory!
Oh, it's the Meyer Tome.
I've got
Stay calm.
How about this?
Face me!
It's over.
Donald's gonna cap strength soon enough.
Won't be long.
I've always found it really funny that, Pegasus Knights can block archers, but only if they're in your back row. 25 damage, but you only have 18 hit. I think I'm fine taking that risk. If you hit the 18, I will cry.
Face me.
Thank you. Hit the 18, that's actually closer to like 6%. Same goes for you. If you hit the 3, I'm gonna be sad. Never mind, you don't get the chance.
So long, sucker. Huh.
Oh, Donald did cap strength. Shit. It is almost time for us to, class change Donald. Man, Sumia, like, what are you doing? Why do you have so little resistance for a Pegasus Knight? Okay, so I think from that I can gather that the Armor Knight here is the, or General or whatever, yeah, General, is the biggest threat. You know, the fun thing is that once we get, Donald leveled up, it will uncap most of his stats because stat caps are determined by class. And so, if I'm not mistaken, you can get 49 luck, which makes Arms Thrift proc 98% of the time. Ow.
Don't get careless.
This whole walls breaking and reforming gimmick is really dumb.
We can handle this.
Eddie's at level 6, Sumia's at 7, Cordelia's at 10. Wow. I can do a lot of damage in melee against this general. Okay, so I think if I switch, then Convoy, then pull a Master Seal out, I can switch and then attack. Cool.
You can do it.
Guys, can you end this, man?
Like
Thank you.
from a babe. That was tasty.
Looks like we need to get Sumia a new forged weapon.
Once more.
Oh god, if you kill Gaius, I am going... Oh, thank god. Okay, wait. Me being paired with Crom is giving me speed plus 10? Why? Yeah, I definitely want to make Donald into a bow knight. And now all of his stuff is uncapped. Do I have a door key in the convoy? I do. This fucking map. Insult to injury. Now begins the slog of bringing all of my units over to the spot. Actually, the walls are probably gonna break, like, next turn. I'm gonna set Donald there and see if it'll draw any enemies. Nope. You know, we definitely, like, I like the Ligma sword, but, we definitely should have made the steel chair.
It's all right.
Here's how it's done. Right.
Watch, now that I've opened the door, all of the walls are gonna come down, and I'm gonna be salty about it.
Careful.
I wonder if the gold risen are just guaranteed to give you 100 EXP every time you KO them. 'Cause that seems to be the case. I didn't even realize that that guy had an Arcwind tome. I'm kind of glad that that didn't hit me, but... There it is. I told you.
On my mark. Come on.
Good job, Crom.
Really, putting in the work there, Crom.
Let's get her done. Look at me.
Thank you.
This is unlikely to KO, so... Let's see. So, 28...
My power is you. I'm here.
I was half expecting Gaius to crit there specifically because I didn't want him to, but... We can feed this to Lucina, why not? Crack open the chest. Really? Only a bullion M?
It's all right. Hold on, I'm coming. Face me.
Good job, Crom. Pretty good level. Crom's slowly starting to shape up.
Hey, thanks.
I don't know what shape Crom is taking, but he's certainly taking a shape at this point.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't come, I'd have been an adorable smear on the wall by now.
Listen.
You make it home on your own?
Nope.
I don't have a home. Not anymore.
What?
Then I'll arrange one for you and Elise.
We've got this.
No, my place is here with you now. I'm strong enough to fight, you know?
Right.
Well, seeing as you're a Manakete, I certainly don't doubt that. Look, if you're sure this is what you want, we'd love to have you.
Yay.
I'm sure. And thank you. You won't regret it.
So,
Can I ask you something, Naui? Does this look familiar?
Whoa!
Whoa, you have the same ring as me. What a crazy coincidence.
Nope.
It's not a coincidence. This is your ring. It's a memento of my mother from the future. It keeps me safe now that you're gone.
Huh?
Nah.
Trust me.
No, I'm serious, it does. Huh? Oh, you did it to yourself that time. But no, I think it's very sweet. And now that you're with me, you don't have to hold back.
No problem.
I wasn't holding back. I fought as hard as I could.
Nope.
No, you fought brilliantly, Nah, but that's not what I meant. I was talking about your tears. If you're sad, you can talk to me. No, I have to be strong. Everyone expects me to. I can turn into a dragon, you know, and that's not normal. So we have to put on a brave face and protect everyone, just like you do.
We'll be fine.
Your mother cries all the time, dear. All the time. Trust me on this. Holding things back won't make you stronger. Just be Yuna. That's enough. This whole time, I know it's been pretty scary, but you made it through.
Ooh.
Mother, oh, it was awful. I thought I was going to die. It's okay, Nat. Mother's here now.
Oh, gosh, now his voice really shreds my throat. No dialogue from Gregor. Ooh, you've got a second seal. I want that.
Take your time.
I don't have any... Oh, I do have bullion on someone. Oh, Sayori had it.
So hey,
Nah, look. See all the pretty flowers? Well, let's go pick some and make flower necklaces. It'll be fun. So much fun.
nope.
You go. As you can see, I'm busy right now.
Huh?
What is that? Some kind of picture book? Let me see. Oh, boo, it's full of writing.
Yay.
It's a book on the use of dragon stones in battle. I found it in the baggage train. Is it fun? Because it looks like the opposite of fun.
Trust me.
Of course it isn't fun. But it's vital that I study these kinds of things.
Aww.
And this army would be way better if we didn't have to do so much boring stuff.
So,
Doubtless, but it's our duty to learn all the arcane secrets of our dragon stones. We've inherited a unique and truly powerful ability. We must cultivate and master it so that we can better serve our allies in battle. Ew, do you always use such big words? I'm not used to thinking so hard.
Fucking Naui.
Why don't we run out to the woods and play a game before our brains melt? Mother, you need to take this more seriously. We're in the middle of a war.
we'll be fine.
I know, silly, but thinking about it all the time isn't going to help me.
Sorry, I need a second.
The tougher things get, the more I laugh, and that makes everyone else laugh too. I think it's kind of my job here to keep everyone smiling.
Wow.
Wait, you think your role in this army is to play all the time? Exactamundo. So, what do you say? Let's go play. Well, you certainly are good at your job, I'll give you that.
Time for my shitty Gregor voice.
Dealing with Mother is just so exasperating. All she ever does is play, 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 as if she hasn't a care in the world.
Oi!
What is wrong, nah? You seem to be in a foul mood.
Oh, hello, Father. I was just thinking about Mother again. How do you stand her? Don't you find her incredibly childish, annoying even? She spends almost all of her time running around camp playing games.
Strange. Gregor was just thinking how you two are alike in so many ways. But no, Mother is not annoying. His mother. Gregor not want her to change. Ugh.
So,
Father, you're much too kind. If you're always this tolerant, she'll never learn to act her age.
Well,
huh?
What do you like about her anyway? You're so serious and responsible, and she runs around like a headless chicken. I have no idea what you see in her. Unless you rushed into marriage for some reason, like you got her.
What?
what? Don't be silly. Gregor knew just what he was getting into.
Trust me.
Oh, that's quite the protest there. I guessed right, didn't I?
Good grieving.
Not even close. Gregor find Naui, how you say, charming. That is word, yes?
You know what, Father? I don't believe you one bit. Come now, spit it out. Why did you marry her?
Nonsense.
Enough. Should not speak of Mother in such ways.
Yeah!
Hey, stop. Don't run away from me. Wait!
It's really weird. Fire Emblem Awakening has this really weird, like, it kind of happens in reverse with Fates, where, due to the way that the children work in those games, you kind of, you end up with one half of the kid's parents not really having fleshed out dialogue with their other, like, parent. If that makes any sense. So, like, in Awakening, the fathers don't get great dialogue with, their daughters or sons. Okay, sorry, give me a sec. Okay, so I guess what we probably want to do is we want to do a solo Prom Robin map here. Cool. All of you have melee weapons. Oh, not all of you have melee weapons. Gotta love quick skirmish maps. You know, I totally forgot that there was an item that you could buy that lets you summon skirmishes. I totally forgot about that until just now. They really put a singular archer here. At least a singular archer that I can see. Plus, this is good for money. Wow, my resistance is really high enough to fully resist an arc wind. Ooh, another Arc Thunder. You know, I'm really sad that this class, that this Risen on the overworld isn't in more Fire Emblem games. I think the Griffin Rider is only in 2. And I think one of them is 3 houses, if I'm not mistaken. But it is really weird in 3 houses. I didn't even check for archers. That was dumb of me. Should probably move to a spot that I can actually be surrounded at. Just 3 more levels, everyone. How are you not dead? One more level. For Maddie, anyway. We have a reeking box in our, okay, we'll take everyone off except for Donald and Cordelia this time. And Maddie and Crom, but... Little man with his Arcwind Tome can do 1 point of damage to me. Oh, we're starting to get, enemies with max tier, spells. Not that it's really helping them much, but... Yes! Finally! Jesus. Maddie has 42 speed, and that's not capped.
Malo.
Okay. Now it's time for the fun to begin. We need to manage skills. We need to put Galeforce at the top. You've got aptitude at the top of yours. Cool. So this should mean that when we come into here, Morgan should have Galeforce now. Where am I? How did I end up here?
Crom.
Is this the place?
Yeah, it's gotta be. Townsfolk spoke of ruins in these parts that carry the legacy of the Divine Dragon. Of course, they neglected to mention that the place is crawling with Risen. These suppose we're just gonna have to earn this treasure the old-fashioned way. Okay. So, if we check... Wait, what? Why are you not, why do you not have Galeforce? Is it random in this game? Okay, so the skills that the skill that I inherited from Robin is Relief currently. This is the first time that I'm actually messing around with skill inheritance stuff in this game. There we go. Now he has Galeforce. And now we can come back over here. Put Veteran. Solidarity, Hex. Oh wait, was it Hex or was it Anathema? It was Anathema we had equipped. And then we're gonna take Regger out and throw Na in. Oh, okay. So you need to be as close to Morgan as you can possibly get. You're close. You can get Sumia. You're gonna be paired with Naui. Actually, wow, I have not leveled Naui much at all, actually. Footsteps. Probably not friendly. And likely more down those stairs. Think, Morgan, think. How would Mom handle this? Now that I'm thinking about it, is Lissa at level 10? Lissa is at level 10. I want to try something. Okay, so you can go from tier 2 class to tier 2 class. You just have to hit level 10 in said tier 2 class. Cool. Dark Flyer Emblem Awakening. I'm sorry, that was really dumb. here.
Hey,
You don't look like a treasure hunter. What brings you here?
Oh,
There you are, Mother. I was beginning to think we got separated.
what?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, no harm done. At least we can head home now. Goodness, the air here agrees with you. You look a decade younger, at least.
Wait, let's go back to the mother thing. Did you travel back from the future with Lucina?
Huh? Who's Lucina? Did you seriously just ask me if I came from the future? Why are you looking at me like that? Hello? It's me, Morgan. Your son, love of your life, and strapping young lad and all that? Wow, you're really acting strange today. Let's go home and get you to bed. But which way is home? Is it... my head?
Easy, don't try to force it. Just stay calm and listen to me. I know this sounds mad, but I believe that you came here from the future.
what?
You out of your mind? It's not even possible.
All right.
Actually, it is. Think about it. You said I looked younger, but look again, closely. Do I look of an age where I could have had a child as old as you? At this point in time, in our time, you still haven't been born.
No.
You do look younger, but...
Well,
It's hard, I know, and you don't have to believe me right this minute. But you must come with me. It's dangerous alone, especially if your memory's gone. I was in the same position once, you know? If Crumb hadn't found me lying in that field, who knows what would have happened to me?
Huh?
Wait, you woke up in the middle of a field too? Like mother, like son, huh? No, that's too funny.
I'm glad to see you inherited my blithe outlook. Just try to stay close, will you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm really sad. I'm really disappointed in you, Morgan, already. Okay, so... Swiping me money. Now you get to see the true majesty of Galeforce. Galeforce is so dumb, but I love it so much. Wow, you're fast. How much damage do you do to me? 14? Ah, that's fine. So yeah, Galeforce allows me to do shit like this. It's not nearly as broken as Raging Storm is in Three Houses, but to be fair, Raging Storm does technically have a limit to it.
Farewell.
We're gonna build an entire army of children with Galeforce. I actually really shouldn't have sent Maddie and Crom up there. That was a really bad idea. Especially considering that I'm like, I need to give other units EXP. Lucina. Wow. Pan, for someone who's only at level 10, you're doing a lot of damage. Thank you, Nally. Nah, don't follow up attack, please. I know you have a 1 in 3, but don't. Sad. That still gave her a level. That's fine. Morgan's just over here in the back like, wait for me, guys. We really just are gonna be assembling like a whole ass team of Galeforce users, aren't we? Wait, this is a defeat commander map? Why?
Just a...
course they send the Griffin Rider that I'm not effective against me instead of the literal Dragon Riders that are right next to me. Ooh, wow.
There we are.
Pan's probably gonna finish this dude off.
We have the edge. Allow me.
Cupcake. Sweet.
I don't know why I keep trying to attack in melee with my magic users.
One from me.
Nice save!
Oh, I just realized, because I just classed Lissa into Dark Flyer, I don't have a healer right now. Sage Lissa was my only healer on my team, so
Be strong. I'm here.
Nice.
that goes sideways. We can hopefully fix it. Welcome back, Squiggles. We got Galeforce. Fortify. Also, Lissa is a Dark Flyer now. Because I can't help myself. Wait, you can come onto the water? Yeah, the whole thing with Galeforce is that, if you KO an enemy, it lets you move again. Like, it gives you a second action if you kill an enemy. So like this, if I hit, it's 91%. It is one of the single most busted skills in the history of Fire Emblem in this game, and it's... The craziest thing to me about Galeforce as an ability is that it's more broken than it sounds, because you'd think, like, most people's first inclination whenever you say, like, oh, it lets you take it lets you take another move, is like, oh, you know, it lets you move afterward, or like, oh, it lets you, you know, heal after you attack. No, it gives you a full second action. Like, it's as if you didn't move. But yes, we're recruiting Robin's son currently. That's the map that we're on. Ow. Do not. Please do not the dragon. Okay, so I'm gonna throw Lucina at this first. But yeah, one of my favorite things about Dark Flyer's busted nature is the fact that they give it to the class with 8 move by default. Like, someone at Intelligent Systems had to have like gone out of their way to make sure that this was as strong as it is.
Come on. Right.
This must be Naga's tear. I can feel the power coursing through it.
Wow. Sweet. This baby should keep us safe in battles to come.
That's not at all what Naga's tear does. I hope you're right about that, sis. You get one of these per playthrough, by the way. Well, okay, technically speaking, there is a method that you can use to get a second one, and technically speaking, if you've got people who, who you're doing spot pass with the multiplayer aspects of this game, you can technically get unlimited, but it's a pain in the ass to get. That's a lot to take in.
All right.
It's everything we know about the situation at this point.
The try came from is in ruins. Sure about that?
No.
One possible future is in ruins, yes. But you may hail from another path. We're fighting now to ensure that no one's future is lost. Unfortunately, if you join us, it'll mean more fighting for you too.
Well,
I understand. Sorry, but after hearing all that, I still don't remember anything but you.
Don't apologize. We'll pull your memory back bit by bit if we have to. Besides, if you start apologizing, I'll have to as well. My past is still full of holes, but I'm getting along, and you will too.
yes.
Long as you're with me, the rest will work itself out. Now, come on. Got a future that needs saving.
You really do take after me.
You know, now that you mention it, there is one other thing I remember.
Huh?
What's that?
Always strive to become a great tactician like you.
Morgan, I'm not a tactician. I'm a Dark Flyer.
Even though this war is terrible, at least now I can learn from you firsthand.
Whoa.
Well, you're nothing if not optimistic. Wherever or whenever you came from, I'm glad you made it here, Morgan.
Me too. You know, I just realized I had a specific child unit character that I really wanted to get, and then I just didn't use his mom. I really wanted to get what's her name? The dancer. Olivia. I wanted to say Ophelia. That's a character from a different game. Olivia's son is great.
Well,
I wonder why I have no memory of my father. All of my memories of mother are so crisp and clear. I remember what an amazing tactician she was. All the time we studied together. But nothing at all about my father. It's one big blank.
hey,
What are you up to, Morgan?
father.
Father, that's amazing. was just thinking about you. Is this fate? It's totally fate. Family style fate. No, fate is the next game. Wait, no. How did Mother put it? We're not pawns of some scripted fate. It's the invisible ties that we forge that bind us. So yeah, it's not fate. It's the whole invisible bond link thing. That's so? Yep, even without my memories, there's an invisible thread that links us. But that reminds me. I was just wondering how I could have possibly forgotten you, Father. Do you think maybe you could help me get those memories back?
Right.
I'd be happy to try, after all. Yay, thanks so much. I'll start preparing. Oh, I can't wait to get started. Well, he's certainly got energy to spare. How is it that we've been streaming for an hour and a half already and we haven't done a single story mission?
Hey.
Oh, Mother, over here. Come with me for a minute.
Huh?
What is it, Morgan?
Oh, nothing. It's just, come on. I need to talk to you about something.
Sorry.
Well, I'm afraid I'm a bit busy at the moment. Can we talk here?
What?
Here? That's not really... I can just wait, thanks.
Whoa.
Are you sure it's nothing urgent?
No, it's... I'll be right back. Hey, all set. Now to lure Mother into this pitfall trap. Phew, I'm back. Hey, let's take a walk, shall we? Right this way, Mother.
Huh?
You're acting very strange, Morgan.
Almost. Just a couple more steps.
Huh? A pitfall? Now that's a classic.
Dang, how did you know? Super careful designing it so it didn't look suspicious at all.
Well,
True. Your work on the pit is first class, but your odd behavior made it obvious. Subterfuge and misdirection are half of any good trap, Morgan.
I've got this.
Dang, I'll get you next time. By the way, as long as you're here, mind helping me fill this hole in? Someone fell in by accident, they could really hurt themselves.
Wait, how deep did you make it?
This place is a mess. I really should straighten up more often. Is that a...
what?
Gods, I've never seen Morgan run so fast. Are we under attack? Morgan, what happened back there? Are you alright?
Lucina!
Very well.
Breathe, Morgan. Calm down and tell me what happened. You have nothing to fear now that I'm here.
Roach! A roach!
Huh?
A roach? As in, a bug.
Not a bug. I love bugs. A roach! Huge, freakish nightmare one, with gross hairy legs. It's horrible.
You're telling me all of your screaming and flailing was over a cockroach? I thought the Risen had come. You could have sent the camp into a panic.
It's back, and it can fly? Stay away. Don't come near me.
What?
Come now, I don't see what all the fuss
Wow, that had zero emotion behind it. I didn't read ahead in that text box, and for some reason my brain didn't process that she was actually supposed to, like, emote there. See? See? It's the stuff of nightmares. Now hurry up and kill it. Kill it with fire magic or something.
Oh no, I'm not going near that thing. It's huge.
It's simple.
What? What happened to having nothing to fear now that you're here? How are you gonna win this war if you can't even smush one stupid roach?
But don't you see?
Those two things are not related in the slightest. And you want to be a tactician, right? So figure out how to kill it.
What?
What's to figure out? Who plans strategies for killing insects? Look, you're the older one. Do it, or you do it. Father told you to protect your little brother, didn't he?
Now.
Well, I suppose he did. All right, I'll do something about it.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thanks, Lucina. 3 cheers from the once and future Exalt.
You're a royal too, you know. It wouldn't kill you to show a bit more spine.
Hey, now's your chance. Just crawled into a corner behind that shelf.
What?
It's too dark. I can't see it.
Well,
Should light up Falchion, and then once you spot it, Kerstab.
Falchion isn't just some common pitchfork, Morgan. It's a blade of legend.
All right. Sorry, it's flying again. It's flying. Jeez, this is a long support.
As formidable a foe as it might be, I won't allow it to set a single hairy leg on you.
Go, Lucina, go. Get him.
Hey,
What in the name of... What are you two doing in here?
Father.
Father?
huh?
Father! It's not done? Wow. This is a long-ass support. Honestly, you two. All of that commotion over a silly insect? What were you thinking?
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, Father.
No.
See that it never happens again. Figures he would be the one to get it. He's unshakable.
It's true, although he was a lot less calm when it came to scolding us.
Huh?
Oh, are you still down about that? I actually rather enjoyed it. I can't remember the two of us ever getting in trouble like that before. Well, strangely familiar somehow. Kind of happy, nostalgic feeling.
I confess, it did have its moments.
That was a long support. Okay. I'm going to save. Now it's time for the military. Nobody likes this map.
Whoa, I don't think I've ever felt so small.
I can't even see the top of it.
I see.
Most impressive indeed. So the shrine hides all the way up in its branches.
Right.
The one good thing about the military is that if I'm not mistaken, this is the map that has Cervantes on it, and Cervantes is great.
Aye, sir. A great staircase inside the trunk leads up to it. However, the Empire has closed off the only route to the steps. Or perhaps routes to the steps, I should say.
We'll just have to break through. Come. So, this map is infamous. It is Cervantes. Look at this man's mustache. This map is infamous for the main reason of it has 0 defensive terrain on it, which makes beating this map on Lunatic almost impossible without a ton of luck. The Dark Flyer Squad. Okay, so we need Donald over here. Okay. I was here.
What?
So, they arrive at last. What? Yes, come closer, said the hairy spider to the flies.
Sire.
General Cervantes. Oh god, I forgot about Exilus. Lord Exilus was right. The Elysian League approaches.
Ah.
You daft boy. You not hear what I was just saying?
Yes, sir.
Thousand pardons, sir. They must have some skill to make it this far, but no matter. We'll show them the meaning of the word fear. Why did the music cut out?
Huh?
Oh. King of beard, sir? Yes, I'm sure they'll be most impressed, but perhaps... Fear, you deaf ignoramus! Fear! Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Sorry, sir. They are impressive, though, aren't they? My whiskers? Ha! I've not shaved since my very first battle. Have I ever lost? No, not even once. Ergo, my mustache makes me invincible. It's science, my boy, science. So, one of my favorite fun facts about Cervantes, he's just a random ass general who's like one of Valm's leading generals in this map, or in general, I think. Because Tokyo Mirage Sessions was in development and came out shortly after Fire Emblem Fates came out, Tokyo Mirage Sessions has a whole bunch of Awakening characters in it because it was like the big game at the time when the game was being developed. Cervantes is one of the Awakening characters that actually got put in as, like, he's a side story villain in that game. And the way that they communicate that it's Cervantes and not just a generic Armor Knight enemy is they slapped a big ass mustache on the outside of the Armor Knight helmet. I genuinely wish I had a screenshot to show you of this currently. It's so good. Also, I just realized why. Iron mustache, yeah, it's great. Honestly, like, a lot of people don't like Tokyo Mirage Sessions. It's a weird game, and it's a weird game with a very overall poor localization because it was very heavily censored for no reason. What is it? It's an SMT game that's also a Fire Emblem game, is the best way to put it. It's the end product of a thing that happened that's it was the Fire Emblem SMT crossover game that they advertised for a little bit, and then it got assimilated into whatever the fuck TMS is supposed to be. Which is also really funny to me that TMS is literally SMT backward. Do I drink Mountain Dew? No, but I saw the cross promotion thing. I shitposted about it in the Discord as well. Because in their marketing for it, they made a green. It was a green Heidelin crystal. Honestly, I'm kind of crossing my fingers that some of my D&D friends drink Mountain Dew, because I kind of want the mount from it. Lethality. Wait. Lethality is the assassin level 5 skill? I thought that lethality was the assassin level 15 skill. Does that mean that the level 5 skill is life or death? Charge him Steam money for the mount. But you see, Squiggles, that's... You see, the issue with that, Squiggles, is that then your account can get banned for real-world trading. And from the stories that I've heard of how pissy Square Enix can get with regards to real-world trading accusations, they totally would ban your account for that shit. Yes. A reinforcement, said the spider to the other spiders. Also, I'm almost done with, I'm almost done with Heaven's Word. Kind of. I think. I'm on my way to Azizla currently. So I assume that I'm close. Actually, I'm gonna turn all of my animations off, with the sole exception being Gaius, because I really want to show lethality activating. Wait. Lethality is triggered off of skill divided by 4? I thought it was luck divided by 4. But yeah, I would like the mount for 14, but I don't drink Mountain Dew. Come, Azizla awaits, yeah, exactly. You know, I'm not gonna lie, the whole plot of Heaven's Word should not have surprised me nearly as much as it did. Especially considering that, like, a lot of the big stuff is pretty heavily foreshadowed. So, I might be mistaken on this, but I seem to remember you being able to, if you have a pair of pair-up units, if I'm not mistaken, you can pair them up together, and if both units have Galeforce, you can effectively get 3 turns total out of that pair, because you Galeforce off of the first one, and then move and attack again with the other one to trigger their Galeforce, and then move and do whatever with your third turn at that point. I'm not entirely sure that I'm remembering that correctly because Galeforce functions a bit funky, but okay, I actually, when they first introduced Emmerich, I did not like Emmerich. Same with what's his name? I'm awful with names. What's the dragoon's name? Name starts with an E, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. the Azure Dragoon. Estinian, that's it, yeah. When Estinian got introduced, I was like, man, I do not like this man. He sits in this weird character archetype that I just don't like. You've got... Oh, you've only got C rank? What? Is this A rank? B rank, great. You can attack this person. Also, you can see how Morgan is gonna start snowballing here, right? Like, look at those stats already, and he's not promoted. But yeah, like, I've definitely grown to like Estinian more. But when they first introduced Estinian, I was like, man, you make me mad. You know, it's really funny because from like the little bits and pieces that I heard from you about the Heavensward stuff, just like random bits and pieces that got said on stream and all that, mostly the you didn't like Ishgard, or someone said they didn't like Ishgard. I might be mistaken on that. I actually really love the vibes of Ishgard. I just realized Robin has one singular stat lower than 25. And she's only got 3 that are lower than 30. You don't like Ishgard? Like, my big thing with Ishgard is that, I really like Ishgard's music. Gloomy snowy areas are your least favorite biome. That's fair. I really liked what Ishgard, like, did with the gloomy snowy area, because it is very gloomy, but part of the, like, I don't know, the atmosphere of Ishgard is just so perfect in my brain, because it works really well for what the ending of You just don't like Karthus? Yeah, that's fair. But, like, especially the music. The music in Ishgard gives off just the perfect amount of, like, that melancholy sort of, like, you know, this doesn't feel like home sort of deal. And especially after, like, it works very well, especially in the, aftermath of the stuff going on in, post A Realm Reborn quests. Can't wait for me to get past patch quests in Heavensward. I'm excited because I've been loving the Heavensward story. It's very well done. I should probably start attacking Cervantes, shouldn't I? Hey, Cervantes. Be rid of Ligma. Stormbringer's lead-in is amazing. Like, okay. I'm gonna say this just in case. Like, I know that I've been, like, kind of vaguely talking about FF14 spoilers. Just a heads up for, people in chat. Like, I'm gonna talk about some, like, specifics about the ending of A Realm Reborn and the start of Heavensward for a sec. So if you don't want that, you might want to mute for a minute. Oh, my whiskers are safe against you lot. Victory is inevitable. I really liked the way that, A Realm Reborn ended. Like, it ended on a very high note, but it has this feeling to it that just feels off. And my biggest gripe with the ending of A Realm Reborn and the lead into Heavensward is that, for the most part, they walk back a lot of the shit that they did in the ending of A Realm Reborn, and it made me very sad. Cause, like, the whole thing of being, like, enemy of the state over in, Ul'dah, and the Scions being suspected of regicide and all that, like, it makes me so sad that they didn't, you know, keep... Wait, what does this say? Oh, he said something, you beat me while I still had my mustache. Blasted science, you've played me for a fool. But yeah, like... I don't know, it feels like the whole, thing in Ul'dah was kind of not well planned out beforehand.
Mary, what fighting? I almost pity the enemies of Ulysses.
Listen.
Sayri, do you know the way up to the shrine?
Right.
Aye, sir. Follow me. And let us be quick about it. Ugh, how many stairs are there in a case of stairs? Because I'm already sick of this stupid staircase. The voice truly lives all the way up here?
Where are you?
Lady Tiki, are you here? Prithee answer.
Here she is, older Tiki.
My lady.
Ah, milady. I'm so relieved to see that you're alright. So you're Lady Tiki. She who speaks for the Divine Dragon.
Also, okay. What? I'm gonna take a pause here to complain about about FF14 stuff. I understand, like, I understand the desire to walk back the whole assassination of the Sultana. But, like, it frustrates me. That's the biggest one, especially because, like, you know, when you get to the actual resolution of that stuff in Heavensward, it is a nothing resolution.
So, you're Lady Tiki. She who speaks for the Divine Dragon.
Marth?
Marth? Oh, Marmar, is that you?
Huh?
My name is Lucina, milady. Though I did go by the name Marth for a time. Might we have met?
No.
Alas, no. I'm sorry. You reminded me of someone I knew. But he's gone now. Lost during my endless sleep.
Hey.
You and your father are of the exalted bloodline, are you not?
Yes.
Yes, my lady. Ready to axe Telegy? Yeah. That's fair. But, like, the way that they resolve it with regards to how, like, Lolorito and everyone else deals with that is just, it doesn't feel right. Yes, my lady.
Yes.
Do you yet possess the Fire Emblem? It should have been passed down through your family.
Yes, yes, I have it.
What a relief to know it hasn't been lost. But where are the gemstones? I only see Argent.
The wheel of the political game march ever onward to their own ends. Yeah. Okay, as much as I didn't enjoy, like, them walking back the end of A Realm Reborn a bit, I will say I did genuinely really enjoy, like, I've enjoyed a lot of the politics stuff in Heavensward. Like, I know that some people probably hate it, and I think you said that you hated it as well, Squiggles, but, like, I like the political intrigue sort of deal. Gemstones?
Well,
Yes, there are 5 of them. Argent, Sable,
Jewels? Ulyss?
Azure, and Vert. Each holds a portion of Naga's power. When mounted upon the emblem, they allow one to perform the awakening.
I see.
The rite by which the first Exalt channeled the Divine Dragon's power.
yes.
The very same. With the Fire Emblem's power, the Exalt was able to defeat Grima. But so much power... but such power was too much for men, and so the gemstones were scattered. I kept Azure here with me.
Grew to love it.
Right.
My kingdom had safeguarded Vert for generations. But the gem was recently stolen by Walhart's men.
Too many girl voices.
Milady, do you know where the other 2 gemstones might be? The remaining gemstones, Sable and Jules, are no longer known to me. They may have been taken long ago, at the time of the schism.
All right. Regna Ferox was founded during the schism, as were most all nations in the realm, I believe.
What?
Wait, does that mean that you guys have one of the gemstones, Basilio? As if anyone would entrust the oath with such a thing.
Actually, it's true. We did keep one. Jules, I never inform you?
You most certainly did not.
It's just slipped my mind. Regardless, yes, the Westcons once safeguarded Jules. But was long lost long before my lifetime.
Hey.
Here, take Azure, Exalted Ones. With it, you possess 2 of the 5 gemstones. Now you must seek out the others and perform the awakening. Our world must be defended from Grima at all costs.
What? But I'm confused. Grima's power was sealed away.
Yes.
Yes, but ever since, there have been those who would change that. Grima's life force grows even now, and with it, the long shadows of despair.
When will he return? Where?
I cannot know these things. But I can feel his presence. It looms closer and closer. This task is a heavy burden, but as he of exalted blood, it must fall to you, Crom.
Good.
I understand. Thank you for all your help.
We owe you a great debt, milady.
Hey.
Ah, you have it.
Huh?
What?
Listen.
You have power, like mine. I do?
Okay, getting back the crystals of light in Heavensward has been such like a weird whiplash of tone. Because like it's so I don't even know how to like properly describe my feelings about it. Like some of the parts feel properly climactic as to when you get the crystal's power back, and other parts are just like, hey, you helped this dude do his laundry. Actually, no, that's a Shadowbringer's quest, I think, but there's some part where you have to do laundry for someone, and it's a main story quest.
Forgive me. I'm still groggy from my slumber. My words outpace my thoughts. Are you alright, milady?
Yes.
I'm fine. I'm just very tired.
Also, I don't know why, but Tiki is canonically, like, she's got a British accent for some reason.
I haven't the strength to join you in the fray. Not yet. You have to do my paralogue first. But I'll call the people together, in prayer for an end to this conflict.
Now,
Factions of the Resistance are already uniting in answer to the Voice's call. Soon bards will sing of this day, they who conquered the Conqueror.
Good.
Tune I'm most anxious to hear.
But a man like Walhart will not roll over dead at the first sign of trouble. Aye, milady, as you say. He will muster his forces to put down the rebellion. Then his gaze will turn to us. Against his full might, we would not last long. I've got it! I'm gonna send you to a volcano map!
It's one of the most infamous parts of this game is the fucking volcano map. Where is armies garrisoned?
Right.
The Valmy's Imperial Army is comprised of 3 main divisions. One controls the north, one the south, and the third the lands between.
Elden Ring moment? God, I gotta stream more of the Souls games. I need to stream Sekiro, and Dark Souls 2 and 3, and Elden Ring, and Bloodborne for stream it for a, like, playthrough for a 3rd time, but stream it for the 2nd. Elden Ring DLC in a few weeks. Shit, you're right.
Emperor Walhart commands the northern forces. Their might easily exceeds our own. The south is led by my brother, Yen Fei. His host is said to rival Walhart's. Divisions, are they?
Oh my.
I see a plan brewing in those eyes of yours, Maddie. If we could divide their divisions, disrupt communications, supplies, etc., then introduce misinformation to add to the confusion, a whisper here and there, a panic would spread on its own, and all the quicker for their great number. Such a giant force would collapse under its own weight.
Right.
Sayri, the 3rd division stationed between the other 2.
Right.
Aye, sir. At Fort Steiger? Halfway along the high road. In fact, not so far from where we stand now. We might stand a chance against them, but it would take speed and luck. I wager Walhart and Yen Fei will hear of our exploits soon. They haven't already.
Man, like, I'm excited for Dawn Trail, but at the same time, because I'm only in Heavensward, I haven't bought Dawn Trail yet. But, it's one of those things where, like, I'm not even at a high enough level currently to access Endwalker classes yet. Like, I want to try out the Sage, because I think the healer with laser pistols is funny, but already bought the collector's edition. Nice.
I suggest sending the bulk of our army to the north and south to mask our plan. An elite force led by Sir Crom might then quietly slip through to Fort Steiger. What say you?
I say aye.
Right.
Aye. Fie. We could all be dead before nightfall, yet not one of you so much as hesitates. Your courage is an inspiration. Aye, we'll win this war yet, by gods.
Sage is jarring and complicated at first glance. Okay, apparently they announced some crazy shit for Astrologian in the thing the other night, and it makes me very scared because like my brain has a hard enough time with sub-level 50 Astrologian, and I haven't actually sat down and watched it. I just saw screenshots of it on Twitter. Apparently my main class summoner isn't getting an overhaul for the first update in, like, forever. Which is really funny to me. level 90 astrologian gear is pretty cool looking. Okay, so this is probably a waste, but then again, just not using them is a waste as well. I'm gonna give Donald goddess icons. We're not giving him any other stat boosters, but we're giving him those. Yeah, I saw that. Also, do you mean the level 100 gear? Squiggles? Yeah. I want to get a big fuck off hat to put on my character. Okay, so what level is Cordelia at? Cordelia is 3 levels short. It's time for some quick leveling. Gotta scan to make sure that there aren't archers. But yeah, like, I wanna be able to, like, I wanna learn how to play one of every type of class, like, well enough that I could, you know, swap to them on the fly, if need be. Because that's one big thing, is that, like, I only really know how to play DPS. Oh, full, perfect level, cool. But yeah, that was my main reason for picking up Astrologian, is that, like, I was like, I wanna have a healer class under my belt that I can actually, like, play. For you, that's Sage. Sage is probably gonna be the next healer that I take a look at. I finally, while I was going through, while I was waiting for, the Bismarck raid, the Heavensward Bismarck raid, to act, or not raid, it's, trial, I think is what they're called, the boss fights. While I was waiting on that, I finally went and grabbed some of my, stuff that I was, like, some of my classes that I was missing. I went and grabbed, what is it called? The, Daggers class. It's not Thief, is it? Ow. I wonder, can you stack rallies in this game? I actually genuinely don't remember if you can stack rallies Or not. I seem to remember, as long as you're not trying to stack the same stat, you being able to stack rallies, but... Because I think it's a...
My lord.
Bard gets an electric guitar bow. I saw a screenshot of that. The level 100 red mage gear looks really cool.
I carry only the finest.
Honestly, I need to just, like, play other classes. I'm always, like, I'm reluctant to try new classes just because, like, I feel like I'm gonna end up letting down everyone who I'm helping, like, who I'm supposed to be helping. Oh, I totally should have put Sumia and Frederick on this map as well. Whoops. Galeforce time, baby! Really like the samurai gear. Also, Donald has like a 70-something% chance of not... Oh wait, no. Donald has a 84% chance of not consuming weapon durability now. Oh, Soul. Oh, wait, no. Soul is the level 5 skill. What is the... Man, I need to pull up the skill chart. However... It's time for Severa's Paralogue.
No.
Oh, wait, I gotta double check that this is actually Severa's. This is actually Severa's. She did not inherit the correct skills. Cool. Okay, so we're doing this. And we exit. Don't let me forget to re-equip those.
No.
This can't go on, Elder. Barely have enough to get by as it is. Our leader is a former Valmese general. Be crushed if we resist.
What?
What's that about Valm?
Hey.
Who are you? My name is Crom.
Thunderation.
The ruler of Ylisse? Elder, you may be able to help us.
Right.
I can hear you. But tell me what your problem is, and we'll see what I can do.
Humblest
Oh,
thanks.
thank you, sir. I just realized I have a 3DS capture card now. We can play Kid Icarus Uprising. Oh my god, that would be such a fun stream game. Urgent news, sir. Armed soldiers approach. Their leader claims to be Crom of Ylisse.
What?
Damn it, why would he come here? Well, if they insist on dogging me, I've hounds of my own to welcome them with.
What?
I'm not your dog, scum.
No, only a stray mutt that refuses to stop yapping. But you'll be a good dog and do as I say if you ever want.
Fine.
Yes, yes, if I ever want to see it again, I'm well aware.
I trust you're equally aware of your position, Holland. Loquacious as ever, I see. You'll fight for me, or I'll have that lazy tongue pried from your head. Now then, Rom may have the Fire Emblem in his possession. I claim that I've practically claimed the throne. Go out there, kill anything that moves, and get me that emblem. Okay, Okay, this is gonna be really dumb. I'm gonna unequip literally everyone and then back out and then re-enter so I can reorganize my list. Man, this is a lot of deployment slots. Okay, so we need you and you. You can reach Severa in one turn. Cool. So you can make it to... Make it... Cool. Looks like this is the castle the villagers told us about. Let's reclaim what's been stolen and return it to the villagers.
All this grief over something so small. Once I get what I came for, I'm out of here. Maybe I can convince Holland to come with me.
What's up?
Oh gods, it's you.
Listen.
Have we met? If so, I'm afraid I've quite forgotten.
Ridiculous.
Well, excuse me for being so forgettable.
Right.
Look, there's no time for this. If you're a friend, speak now. If not, then stay out of Crom's way, or I'll have to cut you down. Crom, Crom, Crom. It's always Crom with you.
Huh?
I'm sorry? You should be. And I don't care about your stupid Crom, so you can just drop it. I only want to talk to Holland.
Come now.
Holland?
What?
Yes, Holland, that sad sack over there. Watch my back so I can get to him safely, and then I'll help your stupid army. Okay.
Excuse me?
Oh, and Holland's not here of his own will, so don't you dare hurt him.
Where is this Holland? Where he at? Oh, he's over here. They armed a villager with a silver lance. Wow. This is the most proficient villager I've ever seen. Man, maybe it's just because I've... Like, I don't know why. I'm so used to seeing, I'm so used to seeing the... silver weapons be the A-rank weapons. Catch these hands, buckaroo. Okay, so there are... Ooh, that was a master key. Not that the master keys are particularly great, they're just one-time use anything keys, but... Also, did that guy have Galeforce? No. Let's see. Who do I want to send where? I think I'm gonna send Gaius and Pan over here, because I think that... That's 2 spots... I think I'm actually gonna send them over here, because this is where the most chests are. Send Lissa over there. You're the other one of the Dark Flyers. Also, I just realized I put, okay, cool. I can just kill you. Apparently this paralog is one of those paralogs that's just a massive pain in the ass on higher difficulties. Potentially even on low difficulties as well. Also, I hate that Morgan is lagging behind movement-wise so much because he's not a flying class. Okay, so we can take out everything here without getting inside of Holland's range, right? Yeah. Oh, this is a defeat commander map? Why? Does Mr. Assassin over here also have a bow? He does. Great. Good level. Oh, okay, cool. That's perfectly fine then. Let Morgan stand in the other spot. We gotta get Lissa another fire tome soon. Thank you, thank you, Stall. Sorry to say, Stall, but you will be, benched soon. Okay, wow, that area just shot up in the annoyance factor. Nice. Can you KO either of these dudes? You can, cool. Okay, cool. I was a bit scared that the dude with the bow could see me from there, but no, he can't. Okay. Now I have a really stupid question. Oh, y'all forgot to remind me. Okay, no, you can't rally green units, it looks like. Ow. Wow, that assassin gave a lot of EXP. It didn't spawn more reinforcements up here, right? Cool. You only do 35, like, that's still a lot, but... Do you think Severa will take the short route if I open the door for her? I'm really hoping that no enemies pop out of the staircases to the north this turn, but now that I've said that out loud, it's gonna happen. You know the drill. Oh, no. I am gonna stick Nowie over here, though. Let's see, you've got 5 moves, so if I open the door, you'll charge me, probably. Also, if you want to see something even more stupid, when Sumia gets Galeforce, she'll be able to move 18 spaces in 1 turn. See, I want to send Sumia over here, but I'm scared that she's gonna get herself killed. Ow. Don't do that. Severa, why aren't you attacking? Oh, did Frederick's weapon break? Frederick's weapon did break, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna try something really dumb. I'm gonna throw Morgan south with Galeforce. And And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and unequip my weapons. Then open the door and hope and pray that Severa will take the hint. And go north. Okay, he didn't move. Cool. And she did go to the north. You, Mr. Trickster, I'm surprised you're not using 11 sword. We get a lethality proc. No, sad.
Thanks.
Excuse me?
Holland.
Severa, what are you doing here? He knows you left your post.
I'm leaving, Holland, and you're coming with me.
No.
Severa, I can't. You know I can't. I have a wife. If I don't earn Nelson's coin, she'll starve. I know it's blood money, but...
Huh?
Your wife is pregnant, Holland. You know that, don't you?
Hey.
Of course I know that. It's none of your concern.
Do you love your child, Holland? Do you love your wife?
Of course I do.
Ridiculous.
Then stop making excuses. I know that parents will do anything for their children. But I also know how it feels when a child loses her parents. This world's got far too many kids who have gone through that. If you stay, you'll be killed or worse, and your child deserves better.
I see.
Severa, I'm sorry. Didn't know. But it must have been hard for you. You're right. My child deserves better. Let's get out of here.
Huh?
Really?
Thank you.
Yes, really, but we have to hurry. Good thing I put a plug on that. Lissa, you can, Ow!
I found this book, Make Him Fall for You in a Fortnight. Who reads this stuff?
That's that's really funny. That's actually that's a nod to a conversation that Cordelia can have. Galeforce. Actually, there's a part of me that's like, I should totally, drag Severa all the way over there and have Severa attack him, but at the same time, like, I feel like downing him this turn is probably the better option. What are those useless fools doing? Get them! Somebody get them! My throne! My empire!
Humblest thanks.
You've saved the village from starvation. You're a true hero of the people, sir.
Yes, here it is.
Really?
That a ring?
Any complaints?
It's my ring, and I'll thank you to stop staring so lustily at it. It's worth more than anything in the world to me. That rat Nelson stole it one night while I was sleeping.
Well, I'm glad you were able to get it back.
Listen.
Oh, you.
Ridiculous.
What do you want?
Thank you.
Just to thank you for helping us. You fought bravely, Sevra. My name's Sevra. It suits you somehow. Oh, and my name... Cordelia, I know. Yes, that's... But how did you... I'm sorry, did I introduce myself before? I guess you must have if I knew your name. Gods. I see. Well, thank you all the same, Sevra.
Fine.
You already said that. And besides, it's not like I did anything special. I was just fighting to get back what's rightfully mine.
Yes.
Are you referring to that ring? Oh goodness, it looks exactly like... Ah, I see. That would explain how you know my name. You're a friend of Lucina's, aren't you? And you're my child, isn't that right? Lonely.
Huh?
What was that? I said I thought you'd be lonely, so I came here to see you. You're welcome. That's very sweet.
Ridiculous.
Don't mock me. You don't care. You don't care at all. How could you possibly think that? I'm thrilled beyond words to meet you.
Are you daft?
Then why do you leave me? You said you had to go off and fight for what really mattered, and you never came back. You picked Crom over me.
Well?
You have me at a disadvantage, Sevra. I can't answer for my future self. But when I said I was fighting for what mattered, I probably meant you. I'd want nothing more than to build a world where you could grow up happy and strong. At least, that's what I want right now. You think I don't know that? I mean, I do know that, but... I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother to you. Well, you're still my mother, which makes you the best mother in the world. And the luckiest, it seems. Mom, I missed you so much. I'm sorry I was so mean. I didn't want to lose you again. Promise you won't leave, okay? Promise. I promise.
I really like Sevra. She's a unit that I've never actually used before, but I like her character.
Hey, I think it's time for Daddy-Daughter Day.
What? Why?
Ridiculous.
Does a daughter need a reason to spend a little time with her father? Most fathers would be beside themselves with joy at even being asked. Gods.
Ah, you're right. Guess I should count myself lucky. So, where you want to go?
Right.
Into town. I spotted a whole line of shops with the cutest dresses.
Dresses, eh? Well, I reckon you're at that age.
Age? In this timeline, you're not much older than I am, Daddy.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm not.
I bet most people seeing us side by side would think we're brother and sister.
Yeah, kind of an odd thought now that you mention it.
Odd? Is there something wrong with that? Are you embarrassed to be seen with me? You'd rather be with Mother, wouldn't you?
What? Not at all. Your cutter and a pig. Cutter. Your cutter. Cutterin? What? Cuter. Jesus, my. I'm such an idiot. I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm such a fucking idiot. Okay, that dyslexia brain is strong tonight.
Aw, you mean it? Yay, that's so sweet.
That's not your voice, but
And so, okay, in town there's this one dress I really, really want. Would you hate me if I asked you to get it for me? Would Mother be mad?
All right.
I could never hate you, Severa. And I'm sure your ma won't mind. Your own daughter, you know? Or you're our daughter, you know? Wow. You can have whatever you want.
Oh, thank you, Daddy. I love you so much.
Hooey.
Ah, shucks. I love you too, Severa.
Too easy.
Fucking Severa.
Listen.
So, tell me about the future, Severa.
What?
Why do you care? It's a different future. None of it'll ever happen here.
Huh?
Well, maybe not exactly, but parts of it might, right? How should I know? Gods.
Listen.
Are you upset about something?
Any complaints?
No, I'm not upset. Stop prying, Mother.
Well,
I suppose it was the frown and furrowed brow that threw me off.
I've had enough!
It's your fault for dredging up memories of the future. I don't want any of it to happen again, and I don't want to think about it. Is that all right with you? I'm sorry, dear. I never stopped to think of how hard it must have been for you. It was thoughtless of me. Forgive me? Fine, as long as you learned your lesson.
Listen.
Well then, let's talk about something else, shall we? I don't have anything else to say to you.
Right.
No? Well, I have a mountain of questions for you. Come now, indulge your mother for just a little while. All right.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, dear.
Right.
Though if you really want to thank me, you'd give me your dessert at dinner.
Yes.
All right, it's a deal. Morgan. You know what I'm about to say, don't you?
Be sure to wash Falchion after I'm done cutting this apple?
Don't use Falchion to cut apples in the first place, you dolt. I'm sorry. You'd best be more than just sorry. That sword is a national treasure of Ylisse and a final memento of my father. Would you use the last earthly remembrance of your dead father to cut fruit? You've shamed the weapon that built your very homeland.
It's simple.
Well, you've seen for yourself how big the apple is, with no other knives around. Besides, I barely ever touched the thing before. I don't know, I got curious.
Well,
So, are you... Yeah, you're mad.
Huh? You've never held Falchion before.
oh,
Not really, no. In the future, you always kept it by your side. And since we've been back here, I've maybe moved it from tent to tent once or twice.
What?
Then we don't know if you have the potential to wield it.
huh?
Wait, it takes a special person to use it?
Yes.
I see. There's much you do not know. This blade was forged with Naga's power, and steeped in the Exalt's blood.
Okay, that's kind of true, but also it's far more than forged with Naga's power. The Falchion is one of Naga's fangs, literally. It is forged out of one of Naga's teeth.
Only a select few are able to wield it, even among the Elysian royal house.
I see.
Huh. Well, I've never fought with it before, at least as far as I can remember. Suppose that means in the future I came from, I wasn't deemed worthy.
No.
That's not necessarily true, Morgan. I never did give you a chance to try it before I traveled back here. Honestly, I'm mortified we've come this far without ever putting it to the test.
What?
I have to admit, it'd be pretty amazing if I could really wield it. Brilliant tactician wielding a legendary sword? Mother would be so proud.
Well,
Mostly, I'm ashamed I never stopped to consider it. If you are in fact among Falchion's chosen, that is knowledge we need. There may come a time when it proves necessary for you to take it up.
What, like, if you're busy?
yes.
Like if I'm dead, Morgan. Having someone able to wield it even after I've gone would be a considerable asset. We must use any means at our disposal to ensure the future is saved. Now let's put it to the test.
Huh?
Morgan?
No.
Ah, forget it. There's no way the sword would choose someone like me.
What?
You don't know until you try. You yourself said that you wished you were able to wield it, so let's...
What?
Said no, I'm not doing it. Don't make me. Don't make me practice for your death, Lucina.
But don't you see?
I understand how you feel, but we must be practical about this. We cannot afford to lose this war, no matter what happens or who dies.
I don't...
Think I don't know that? But it's just not that simple, alright? Think of all that Mother's doing to protect us. Would you betray that?
No, wait.
Not by choice, Morgan. Never by choice. But there are no guarantees in war.
It's supposed to make me feel better? It means you dying. I don't want anything to do with Falchion. If you make me try, I'll only use it to chop up more apples, so there. This is pointless. I'm leaving.
Morgan. He sure is stuck on this whole apple business.
Why did you need to update the world map, game? Okay. Oh, we need to, re-equip. Ugh. It's always such a pain in the ass trying to re-equip everyone. You're good. You're good for now. You need a fire tome.
What can I fix you with?
Can buy silver weapons now.
I carry only the finest.
Sumia, you need... You're good. You're good. Severa, can you use silver weapons?
What can I fix you with?
You cannot use silver weapons yet. We also need more fire magic for...
I carry only the finest.
I'm gonna buy a handful of, those to throw in the convoy. Because magic seems to be the one that I'm, like, always running low on. Okay, we not have any skirmishes on the map currently? We don't. You've got reeking boxes, right?
What can I fix you with?
Ooh, Swordmaster. Okay, this is gonna be our Sumia grinding session. That is Lissa, not Sumia. Sumia, you... You can swipe this off of Virion to keep you alive. Welcome to the Galeforce grind. We hope you enjoy your stay. I'm surprised she managed to one round an Armor Knight. Wow. She's able to, like, squarely one round those Armor Knights. Oh, you don't want to take that, Frederick. Use that. Hero skirmish? I'm just hoping and praying that they don't, I don't get one that that has a whole bunch of bow units. Okay, looks like we're good. What level are you at? 13? I am actually going to throw in Cordelia. Oh, I just realized I need to re-equip Cordelia and everyone's skills. Donald. I'm gonna add Cordelia and Sevra. I hope this isn't too boring to watch, like... We're gonna have to re-equip Sumia again, aren't we? It's 14. As soon as Sumia gets Galeforce, we can go and get Sumia's daughter. Did Frederick's... Okay, no, it was Sumia's lance that broke. I was about to say, Frederick, I swear to God if your lance just broke after I just gave you one. Really? That wasn't enough? Once more. Give it up for day 3. Honestly, I should probably actually have Lissa and Stall be my other pair here. So yeah, Sumia needs a single combat. Oh, you've got Arquent. You have a forged weapon? What? Why? I genuinely don't think I've ever seen forged weapons on one of these skirmish maps. That's really weird. Galeforce, baby. Now we fly Sumia up into the corner where she will sit forever. We're not grinding Lissa up currently, as much as I would really love to have Lissa's son with Galeforce right now. We'll do that later. You can use Arc Tier. Man, why is Lissa getting experience so slowly? It's been a stall leveling up. Okay, cool. I believe that this is Cynthia's paralogue. He's over here. Yep. Man. This game is far more generous with deployment slots than I remember it being. Or maybe it's just the paralogue stuff. Hey Teber, how are you doing? Okay. Let's see, Sumia and Frederick, so that we can actually get Cynthia. Also, I'm gonna make a save here, but I'm gonna back out so that we can actually read through the stuff here.
Whoa.
Quite the bustling little town.
The harvest must have come in. I'd wager there's some good eating to be had.
Count me in. It's been days since I've had a proper meal.
Welcome to the grub You're... Terribly sorry, sir, but we're closed.
What?
That was odd. Guess we'll try elsewhere.
What?
Sorry, give me a sec. The Adventures of Galeforce and Friends.
This place looks open, Father. Oh, they have pottage.
Huh?
Please, not again. We'll be ruined. This tavern is all we have. Mercy, sirs, leave us in peace.
Well, people here don't seem to like us very much.
My lord.
I did a little investigating on that front, my lord. It seems a band of nasty rogues have been harrying them without pause for some time. Apparently they're led by a man who masquerades as you.
Really?
So that's what this is about. Any idea where they are?
Ah.
Seems they're headed north, my lord. So shall we. I want to get my party on, Frederick. Another fine haul. Long live the great Crom.
Mission complete.
Crom, sir. Pegasus Knight Cynthia returned from patrol, sir. Whoops. Right on the face. Sorry for my clumsiness, sir. I promise not to trip again for at least 24 hours.
Right.
That'd be a new record. Now out with it, girl. What did you see?
Right.
A suspicious band of travelers have been making inquiries in town, sir.
Oh?
They call their leader Crom, sir. I suspect they're imposters posing as you. They must be stopped at once.
Right. Posing as me. But, we don't have the men to battle these imposters right now. Best swallow our pride and exercise the better part of valor for now.
Oh.
Level-headed and humble as ever, sir. Allow me to draw their attention while you retreat to safety.
Yes, of course. A fine plan.
Yep.
I won't let you down, sir.
Cinnamon roll. Yeah, she's dumb as a brick. Still, full marks for enthusiasm. And you are?
Nuh-uh.
All who would pretend to be Crom's, all who would pretend to Crom's name will answer to me for their deceit. Lay down your arms and surrender, or face judgment at my spear.
Well, she certainly seems eager. What do you think, Maddie? If she's being honestly deceived, we might be able to show her the truth.
Just try me.
Enough. In the name of my Lord Crom, cast down your sword or draw it.
Cynthia. Okay, same skill loadout, cool. Okay, let's see. We need to get Sumia to Cynthia as fast as possible, and as fast as possible is in, okay, not one turn. I was about to say, we could theoretically get her over there in one turn, but it would not be pretty in the aftermath. A band of mercenaries? Luck smiles on me today. A few pretty lies and I'll have the lot of them fighting for me. Jeez, every time I look at Robin's stats, I'm more concerned. Okay, so... Galeforce will let us act again. What are Cynthia's stats like? Not great currently. Let's see. 13 tripled is 20 or 39. Plus 15 is 54. 54 minus 20 something is 30. I'm not confident that that'll work, but let's give it a shot. It's turn 1.
Pardon me.
Pardon me, but I think you may be misinformed. Can we speak for a moment? Don't waste your breath. Your lies ring hollow. Your ring. Ring? Your ring. Mother!
Huh?
What? It's you. Oh, Mother, you're alive. I never thought I'd see you again.
What?
Are you alright?
Huh?
Wait, but if you're on that side, that means... Oh my gosh, my Chrome is a fake. Oh, I'm going to kill him for this. I'm going to plant a flying hoof right in his stupid liar face. Wait, we really should... Well, at least she's not confused anymore. Only I could say the same for me.
Okay, so... I am a little bit disappointed with how strong Cynthia is. Like, she's strong, don't get me wrong, but she's not great currently. Wow, this map has a lot of archers. Help! I'm Crom, ruler of Yelisse. I'm being hunted by brigands. You help me, I'll see to it that you're handsomely rewarded. Hold fast until I give the word. The moment they clear that rubble, fall on them like an avalanche. Wait, nobody could reach me. How did you reach me?
Mind your foe. Mind.
Congrats.
Okay, Mr. Archer, you're the one I'm scared of. Ow. Good level. I bet that what I have to do is I bet I have to take Cynthia and have her talk to the mercenary guy up here. Really? Severa, you're the daughter of Donald the Great. Class are you? Oh, you're a war cleric. I don't think I've ever seen the sprite for the war cleric before. Stalls weapon break? No. I need to soften up one of these guys so that Cynthia can swoop in for a KO, but... Gaius stealing Cynthia's KOs. Really, Sumia? I'll have Donald draw these guys. Help! I'm Crom, ruler of Ylisse. I'm being hunted by brigands. You help me, I'll see to it that you're handsomely rewarded. Why? Why would you rather attack Lissa than Cynthia?
Nice.
Jeez. I didn't realize just how much Morgan is snowballing currently. I guess being able to take 2 turns per turn helps. So I guess I should probably give Severa a forged sword or something. Why not? I'm not dying in a backwater like this. There's no way, or I'll take what's handy and then take off. Wouldn't have had to live like this if I'd been a prince. Oh, this isn't a defeat commander mission? Rude. I didn't want to kill you random mercenaries, but... And that's the last of them.
Ah.
We can explain the truth to those mercenaries as we tend to their wounds. Frankly, I'm shocked that scoundrel had the audacity to impersonate you, Lord.
Right.
Not the worst of his crimes, I'm sure.
Right.
It's unacceptable, my lord. I've clearly failed in my duties as a knight. Shall draft a series of portraits and see that copies are distributed to all. Never again shall someone mistake the noble visage of my Lord Crom for... Frederick, let's just go.
Do you have a moment, Sumia?
Huh?
Oh, hello. You're the girl from before. Cynthia. My name's Cynthia. What a darling name.
Thanks.
I know. I've always loved it. It was a gift from my mother. From you.
What?
What? Me? But I've never seen...
Yeah, see...
Oh, but you will. Isn't that great? I came from the future, Mother. And see, our rings match up and everything. It's 'cause you gave it to me. Or you will. I mean, later, but before I come back here, but after I... Gods, this is confusing.
Yes.
You're my daughter.
Yep.
I sure am. I missed you so, Mother. Come here, give me a hug. Oops. That one's gonna bruise. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Well, we're definitely related. Hold on. You dropped something. A spearhead.
Huh?
Sorry, I'll take that back. Why are you carrying that around?
No.
Because it hasn't been made yet. You promised me we'd make it together.
Huh?
I did.
Right.
But you broke your promise the day you never came home. How could you leave me, Mother? You were a legend. You were invincible.
Oh.
Wait, are you saying I died? I'm so sorry, love. I guess I'm not much of a legend after all.
No.
You are to me. I may not be invincible, but at least I was blessed with a wonderful child. Had we decided what sort of half to give the spear? We can pick up the materials in the next town. We can?
Yes.
I made a promise, didn't I? Oh, Mother, I love you.
Okay, so... I believe this is Owain's paralogue. Which we can't do because Alyssa hasn't gained Galeforce yet. Yeah, there he is. We need to give him Galeforce. He's gonna be really fun with Galeforce. And then... this is Yarn's paralogue. We did one main story chapter today. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I should be continuing this tomorrow. I will hopefully remember to actually make a schedule tomorrow, but y'all know me. I'll forget. Gotta love that good old delicious executive dysfunction. Ratiga is playing Sekiro. So yeah, I guess exclamation point Discord if you want to join the Discord, exclamation point socials, y'all know the drill. Otherwise, have a good one and take care.